lot of people ask me in my adventures and looking for the supernatural and all this stuff, have I ever been somewhere that's so terrifying or has done something to me to which I actually had to leave or I became afraid of the place. And I'll tell you, I don't get scared of a whole lot. I just never really have. I think in some ways that's why like spooky stuff interests me, is because maybe somewhere in my conscience I'm trying to find something that can scare me. Something that can give me that shock value and all that. But there is one place. It was actually a couple years ago, me and my wife tried to go there, and it was not a good time. And I'll tell you about where that was in a minute, but I will tell you, we're going to actually try to go back. It's in the state that we live in now. We are actually going to try to go back and see if we can get a video done there and everything, because that's what we were trying to do the first time, but it just didn't happen, and I'll explain why. The place that I'm referring to is the Devils Tramping Ground in North Carolina. And we'd heard a lot about this story and actually went to a grocery store and picked up a magazine about haunted places in America while we were trying to find places to go and explore. And of course, looking at North Carolina, because that's where we were, and we wanted to find a good place to start at. So we found the Devil's Tramping Ground. We'd read all the stories about it. I actually had never heard of it before, didn't realize how big of a legend it actually was nationwide and especially locally. But there was a lot of terrifying history behind it, as far as this place being a massive meeting spot for cults. There had been murders there, disappearances. A lot of people say, and I will tell you from what I've seen, what I did see before I left that place scared out of my mind, it looked to be true, that nothing grows in this spot. It's a big circle in the middle of this area where nothing grows. Animals won't go towards it. And actually, what's crazy, birds won't even fly or fly over it. It's nuts. All the towns around it leading up to it look abandoned and destroyed. They look like something out of the Fallout video game. It's really wild. And to be honest with you, there was a lot of weird stuff that began to happen when me and my wife went to check it out. The clock on our car actually glitched a bunch of times. It actually stopped working at one point while we were trying to get there, and then started working, but like sped up and went ahead, and then it like shut off. The clock did, and it came back on, and it was like 30 minutes behind. As well as our maps. Our maps ended up starting to glitch, which made finding the place extremely difficult. And then actually, when we were trying to get out of the place, terrified, we couldn't barely find our way out. It kept sending us in circles. So it was a horrifying experience. This place had a history of being known as the devil's meeting spot, where human beings could go on Earth. It's one of the places that human beings were supposedly able to go and sell their soul and make deals with the devil himself. But the point of the matter is, it's a extremely frightening place to go. And on top of that, the second that we did arrive at this place, and like I said, I don't get shook by a whole lot, I just started having these extremely bad feelings. And I started having this really terrible paranoia. Kept looking around, expecting like somebody was watching us. Couldn't see anything, couldn't see anybody. And then I started to get really sick, to the point that I actually started to like throw up and turn pale and get really cold. When we finally did get out of this spot, it literally took us about a 2-hour drive away before I started to recover and feel better. There's a lot of places I've gone and been disappointed because you just don't see the things that people talk about happening there. But the Devil's Tramping Ground was something different. And it's a place that very realistically feels supernaturally energetic. It is very frightening. It is a place that I want to go back to and accomplish a video at, because I think it's a really interesting one. But yeah, it's a place that I'm afraid of. It is a place that actually scared me. If anybody else watching this channel has ever had experience with that place or been there, leave a comment. Let me know what happened with you. But anyway, we're trying to grow this channel. It's brand new. Let us know if there's any stories you want to hear about or anything in particular that you want us to do. And like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, leave a comment. Love you guys.